Season's greetings. My name is Paul, and this is Management as a Liberal Art, reclaiming management to serve people and society. The topic of today's short talk is a society of Grinches and our way back. It's tough to genuinely wish for peace on Earth when the world feels so tense. A lot of people are arriving this Christmas season already pretty worn out, tired of the constant notifications, rage bait headlines, and watching small disagreements explode into these public meltdowns or crash outs. And if you're feeling that same strain, it's worth saying the fact that you still care about kindness, still notice the gap between what we say we value and how we actually treat each other, and still want something better is not naive. It's a sign of character. We hear the classic holiday words, kindness, generosity, goodwill, but daily life often seems to reward the opposite, snarkiness over sincerity, outrage over empathy, and winning over belonging. If this contrast has you feeling a little down, you're not alone, and I want to acknowledge something about you up front. Noticing this, feeling it, and refusing to just shrug it off is evidence that your conscience is still awake. And that matters. That's also why the Grinch is still relevant. It still slaps. The Grinch isn't just a cartoon bad guy. He's a portrait of someone who gradually decided that connecting with others is foolish and that community is fake. Right now, it can feel like our habits, our technology, and our systems are all training us to become more Grinch-like every day, becoming more isolated, more defensive, and more convinced that those people, whoever they are, must be silly, radical, or simply beyond reach. Now, technology didn't invent loneliness, but it can definitely industrialize it. And if you felt that in your own life, the fact that you can name it is already a strength. It takes clarity and courage to admit something is off instead of just numbing it all out. In today's world, we can be surrounded by people and still live like shut-ins. We can scroll for hours and still feel unseen. We can be connected with hundreds of people and yet forget how to just sit with one person, unhurried, with a genuine attention. Over time, this kind of life can harden the heart. Not because we're evil or anything like that, but because we're just exhausted. And the people who resist that hardening, those who choose sincerity, patience, and a real presence, they are doing something that's truly heroic in today's day and age. So what do we do with this feeling? The sense that everything is tense, reactive, and fraying? This is where management and Peter Drucker's ideas of a functioning society become relevant. Any human institution can slide towards chaos when responsibility gives way to self-interest. Even a country is just a very large and complex organization. It's not a machine, but a human institution. Management is the system through which power is exercised and distributed. It's how priorities get set, how decisions get made, and how people get treated within an organization. But Drucker wouldn't let us just stop at blaming the leaders up there. He'd always bring it back to ourselves. We have to ask, what is my contribution? Who does my work serve? What standard am I setting by how I speak, how I treat people, and what do I reward with my attention? Society doesn't hold together by accident. It's coordination, restraint, and trust. Built slowly, repaired when it breaks, and extended even when we don't feel like it. And if you're still trying to do all that, still choosing decency when cynicism is easier, still showing up, still treating people like human beings, you're not naive. You're part of what keeps the whole thing from falling apart. It's how a functioning society is rebuilt. One responsible moment, one repaired relationship, one act of quiet integrity at a time. Which is exactly why the Grinch still matters. We should remember that the story isn't about the Who's being perfect or beautiful or wealthy or winning Christmas with the most amount of gifts. It's about something much deeper. It's about a community that refuses to let its joy be held hostage with stuff. And it's about a heart that can still change. If you're still here watching this video, rooting for people to treat each other better, trying to live with integrity in a noisy world, you give me hope because you have the kind of moral endurance that keeps a society from falling apart. And this season is as good a time as any to remember the lessons that we already know, but sometimes might forget. My wish for you this season isn't just comfort, it's a real break and a reset. That your heart softens in the place where it had to get tough just to survive. That you can find at least one table, one living room, one conversation where you can exhale and fully be present again. That you can rediscover the power of community, not just as a slogan, but as something you actually feel in your bones. Because people like you, people who still believe in kindness, who choose respect when disrespect is way easier, are the ones who make hope credible. So to you, I say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. May you have warmth, genuine rest, and a steady kind of hope that can survive all the wild headlines out there. Next year, we'll go back out into the world and rebuild it, one relationship at a time. So what do you think? Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, you gotta let me know by hitting that like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Also, please share this video with someone who you think might benefit from it. It's always your efforts that help this channel grow. As always, thank you so much for your time and attention. Please take care of yourself. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, all the Christmas wishes. I'll see you in the next one.